Hi, my name is Michelle Campbell, and I'm a member of Group 1, and I wanted to share with you what I've learned over the last several weeks in this class and what I've gained as far as my perspective. And I wanted to share with you my chapter in the story of the women in society. Starts with the beginning of the class. The first reading assigned was a very important one by Harrow called The Cycle of Socialization, which stressed the way our roles, identities are to be played out, that are based on what our grandparents were taught, what our parents were taught, and it's something that we're kind of born into. We assume these roles based on what we're taught, and they kind of are reiterated and reinforced by external forces like school, work, peers, teachers, and how that cycle continues and changes. And at what point, we kind of decide to kind of continue that same train of thought, same mentality, or do we challenge it and kind of find our way out of that continual cycle and to kind of form our own opinions and branch off of what we've been taught because of experiences and things that we encounter that kind of don't quite fit the mold, what we've been taught to be, and those very strict, finite categories that we're supposed to fit into what it is to be a woman, what it is to be female, what it is to be feminine, what it is to be, a man, what a man's supposed to do, what a man's supposed to be, in relation to what a woman's supposed to be. Are women supposed to be subordinate? Are they supposed to be just homemakers? Are they supposed to be highly educated? Are they supposed to be independent and strong-willed, speak their mind, have the same rights and privileges and powers that men have? And it kind of plays off of what is masculine. What does it mean to be able to hold power, and those kinds of things. It really made you question your beliefs, your socialization, your emphasis on what's important, and the social identity profile form that we all had to complete kind of actually make a rating, put a number to, the value of it in our own lives, what it is, how important our sexual orientation is, our race, our gender, our biological sex, our education, our age. Opened up the playing field for what was to come with the articles that kind of stretched and expanded what we already think to be true, what we already feel our own experiences are based on our race, gender, class, sexuality, and those kinds of isms here. I think this class fit very well with what I concentrate on, which my major is social work. And, from day one, our education teaches us to be cognizant of differences and to be accepting of those differences regardless of their nature, of their origin. And it really helps us wrap our minds around the inequalities and injustices that exist. Some of the important readings that reflect the injustice and inequality in society would be probably Kessler Harris's The Wage Conceived, Value and Need as Measures of a Woman's Worth. Speak volumes about the assumed role of the woman in the workforce and how much they should get paid. And even still today, the unfair discrepancy in salary from men and women for the same roles, for the same education, still exists today. Another important piece was Langston's Tired of Playing Monopoly, which really focused on class control and domination and how it disproportionately affects disabled, the elderly, and female-headed households. And it really points out we're playing an unfair game. It stresses that to keep the powers in force that exist, focuses blame on individuals, minorities based on class, race, and gender, and personal and moral merits are pointed out as the reasons why these groups don't succeed, when in fact it's actually the structural elements that exist that do so, that provide the unequal access and the rewards and the benefit system, regardless of hard work and effort. Another piece that really spoke volumes to me was Ain't I a Woman by Sojourner Truth, who was a former slave that spoke up at the first National Women's Convention and was the only black woman there that spoke up in a very direct, powerful manner and said, I've been a slave. I can eat as much as a man. I can carry as much as a man. I've given up 13 children to slavery, and here I am. Don't I fit into your structured view of what a woman is? I think it was from even the discussions posted and the response back. I mean, that was probably one of the most courageous and strong pieces that really kind of started to shift and insist that women be acknowledged, and all the women, not just white women, be recognized. In summary, this class has been extremely helpful for me and will, and no doubt, play an important role in my work in the social work field with diverse and vulnerable populations. Thank you very much.